Hello Sagittarius, it is CJ here. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Of course, glad to have you. Welcome back if you're part of our soul family. Thank you Sagittarius for all of the love and the support from your big beautiful heart. You mean so much to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Looks like we made it to 10,000, so you know what? We've got a pretty powerful soul connection going on here. So thank you. It wouldn't be possible without you, of course. So I'm sending you so much love and wishes of all your dreams coming true. Okay, Sag, timeless reading. I am doing it on 10/10/2023, October 10th. I won't be posting it until tomorrow. But as I always say, it's basically timeless. Whenever you come to this reading, might be a special message in it for you. Excuse me. Now, it is also a general reading, Sag, so it may not relate to you. It might not resonate. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. It's okay. It's just not meant for you, all right? Okay, Sag, we're going to get into your reading very quickly here. If you would like a private reading from myself, all that information is down below. Reach out and I'll get back to you. The energy I was picking up, well, and all of a sudden, of course, I was fine off camera. All of a sudden, I'm doing your reading and I get congested. It's a strange thing. It's just Spirit's way of communicating with me that I'm picking up on someone's energy very, very strongly. Okay, the energy I was getting, how do I even begin to get into this? Well, I feel like your mind is expanding. I feel like your heart is expanding. I feel like the knowledge of you and what you want in your life is totally expanding. It feels like this is a time of really seeing things very clearly. No more pushing things under the rug. No more kind of biting your lip, if that makes sense. I just feel like you are coming to a place, and of course now my nose is getting itchy. You're in a process, is what I want to say. You're in a process that feels very, very powerful, very, very poignant for you moving forward. It feels like you're establishing boundaries. Let's go. I'll just get into it. Okay, the energy I was picking up is this energy of really coming to a place in your life, probably more personally, could be business-wise as well, career, money, all that stuff. I'm feeling more on a personal level though. You know, for a lot of you, you may have been living your life from a very long time, even from the age of childhood, because they're giving me that feeling of connected to inner child work being done. Really coming to this awareness that you have gone through many cycles with people. If they're not the same people, they're people that seem to have the same traits that kind of continually expect Sagittarius to continue to go and give and kind of like put yourself on the very back and not be, the words I'm getting are expectations that have been put on you, assumptions that are being put on you. And I feel like you're just coming to this very powerful position, this powerful place. I am in channeling mode, so bear with me if I don't pick the right word here. I'm getting a lot of energy coming through, where you're really actually taking a look and kind of really, but like prophetically understanding something about a cycle that has been going on for a long time. And it's almost like your eyes have been opened wide, and you may be having deep dreams. You may be going to bed at night and not being able to shut your brain off. Your body may feel like it's sleeping, but your mind is constantly going. I've been having this feeling over the last week or so too, myself, where there's just almost like the pieces of the puzzle are trying to fit together. And you're getting closer and closer to really kind of having a bird's eye view of where you are, why you are, where you are at, and really understanding, coming to this place where you're taking your power back. Now, I know that sounds very simplistic, but the energy my guides are giving me is not simplistic at all. It's quite profound, as I said, and I'm kind of vibrating right now while I'm getting this energy from my guides. So Sag, we're going to get into your reading. First of all, they called me to do the wisdom deck. Then they asked me to do my color deck. So we're going to just get into this, but I feel that this is going to be a change that is really, and not lightly, I'm not feeling it lightly. This is a big, huge shift that, although it might take you a while to get completely to where you are trying to get to, you are on that path now and you're really starting to push through. So for example, if someone in your life, excuse me, Sag, if there's people in your life, family, friends, whatever, that have, wow, I don't know why this always happens, but okay, Spirit, thank you, that have constantly throughout the years, and I do feel that this is throughout the years, Sag. I mean, I'm not kidding. I'm getting an energy of even when you were a child, being kind of like seen but not heard, that kind of energy. There is this expectation, I feel, that others have been putting around you for a very, very long time, and I just feel like you're kind of hitting the brick wall. You're getting to this place where you're like, I cannot do this anymore. I cannot tolerate this anymore. There's something huge shaking up within you, and man, it just feels like once this complete change happens, like things are going to be completely different moving forward. They're giving me the energy of clearing things out so that you can bring new things in. So we'll see what that means, how deep that's going to go. But honestly, it does feel like there is such a powerful shift that is coming into your awareness, coming into your expansion. And once this happens, I really do feel moving forward that you're going to be attracting more of what you want, that being people, places, things, whatever it is, good health, because it's like the space that's been holding this energy of demands of expectation on you, it's becoming smaller. I hope that makes sense, because it's a very strong message, and sometimes I'm not great with my words, Sag. So we'll see how it all goes as we continue on. I'm going to have a sip of water, but very, very big. Almost like when this shift is completely changed, and we're always shifting and we're always growing and expanding, so it doesn't really ever change or ever end. But the way that you're going to be perceived by others in your life, and the way that you're more importantly perceiving yourself, it just feels like freedom is coming towards you, and there's just a lighter-ness coming in. Obviously, it might be very uncomfortable at this time for whoever you might be standing up to, for whoever you might be cutting out of your life, whatever you might be cutting out of your life. But Sag, know that you have the strength and you have the power, and this is I feel it's a necessary process that you're having to go through. And it's interesting because we're coming up to the eclipse season, and I don't have the date. I don't know if it's maybe the 14th. I really don't know. I haven't looked it up this month. Not that I remember. Very poignant time, right? The eclipse time is really being able to, before you even enter the eclipse time, of really kind of setting in stone, metaphorically, your desires, your wants, and what you want to bring towards you, and what, like I say, what you don't want in your life anymore. What's no longer working for you? What relationship is no longer, where you can no longer continue to give to because the payback is so void? What is that? Okay, so that's what I'm feeling. So we're going to open up with my secret language of color. If you're new to my channel, as I said, you're welcome, but welcome here. This is a deck that very near and dear to my heart. It's called the secret language of color, and it is all about how colors have different vibrations, energetically wise speaking. And the way you can use this deck, if you so wish, is the color that comes out that my guides show. Could be a very beneficial color for you to meditate with, to just put focus into it. You could even build a vision board using the color if you agree with the message that's coming out. It's a very positive energy, because when you connect with the color, you can really change your vibration. It can even heal, it can even heal situations that we're going through. Okay, so Sag, we're going to get into it. I'm excited to see what Spirit has for you. As always, I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck. Okay, we have white. Well, that's a pretty simple, beautiful, pure color. It's called oh my God, it says lighten up on the bottom. Number 24, Sag. 24 adds up to a 6. 6s are, for me, exactly that energy of, I'm no longer going to give energy to any situation that I'm not receiving the same energy back. Meaning, if I'm always giving to another person or people, but these same people never give back to me, I have to come to a place of awareness within myself that I just need to let it go. I don't need to keep putting that same energy in, right? They're giving me the saying, which is really just kind of bizarre because it just popped into my head, like, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. That's a message Spirit is saying, is that it's really kind of time now to live your life for you, not meaning selfishly, not meaning to live out without grace or gratitude. But no, it is more about really setting your boundaries here and really understanding that not everyone in your life are willing or want to give you what you deserve and what you need. Although they might be very wanting you to be able to give to them, if this makes sense. I hope it does. Okay, so we've got white, lighten up. I feel even with this, they're giving me an image now of a white feather. Some of you might even be seeing a white feather. Some of you might have just picked up a white feather. If so, this is your message. So lighten up. It is about lightening up, because when you give a lot of your energy to other people and the return is very little of what you receive back, it gets very, very heavy. And it can be a very, very heavy burden to carry, especially vibrationally. So this is Spirit's way of saying it's time to kind of lighten up. It's followed by apricot, Sag. So this is rejoice and laugh. Kind of like not trying to take things so seriously. Cutting off the dead weight, I'm hearing, and moving forward where you can be more lighter in your heart, lighter in your spirit, where you can laugh more. You know, getting rid of this, I'm hearing rigid, like there's a lot of words they're giving me today. So definitely there's a major expectation on you. Now this is number 20. That is a 2. 2s for me are about partnerships, relationships, or about choices. And then we have brown. Right. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Brown, establishing boundaries, Sag. Number 12, that is a 3 when you add it up. This reading is really about you and taking that step if you haven't yet. For those of you that are like, hey, I've set my boundaries, no one crosses my boundaries, I don't ever feel depleted from other people, this reading is probably not for you because you've already gone through this. But this is a cycle that for the people, the Saggies, that are connecting with it, that know what I'm talking about right now. You know, we just had Thanksgiving in Canada. We're going to have Thanksgiving in the United States in November. Then we're moving into the Christmas. You know, whether you celebrate the celebrations or not, it is kind of getting into that time where we're around more family. We're around people that maybe we're not around usually during the year. So you get it. There's like this kind of heads up of like, okay, start working on this now. Start working on setting your boundaries now, so that when we get to those times, you are in full control and you know where you're going to put your energy and where you're not. Okay, let's see what card, Spirit, you have for Sag. Pretty powerful 3 cards there, though. Okay, show me clearly for those Saggies, Spirit, that this reading is meant for. What would you like them to know? Thank you so much for guiding me in this reading. My mouth is all of a sudden getting very dry. I feel that this might be a long reading, Sag, because there seems to be a lot of reinforcement that they're giving me for those of you that are needing it, that are really needing to know that you haven't done wrong, that this is what you need to do right for you, and you being first, the priority here. Okay, Spirit, let's get 1 card, please. Okay, whoa, way too many. Way too many. So we're going to put them back. Well, we got Ruby, which is rejuvenate your body. There's just too many. Okay, I'm going to just put these all back. We'll see what's on the bottom. We have Auburn on the bottom, which is ground yourself. It is 11. Keep your eyes out for the 1s. That could be your guides, your angels coming through to let you know that they're right with you. You're never alone and that they're supporting you, right? But let's go one more time here. Let's see if Spirit can give us 1 clear card. Please show me clearly, please, Spirit, for Sagittarius. 1 color. 1 card, please. Okay, we're going to go 3 times. All right. 1, 2, okay, 3. I trust the process. Okay, we have purple on the bottom, Sag. This is about developing mental clarity. It is number 39. Okay, 9 and 3 is 12. So we are at a 3 again when you add it up. This is important because I think that we have to have that aha moment. If you think of like even the Ace of Swords in the tarot, you know, about really developing that clarity in your mind. Sometimes when we're in a situation, I've even been in this circumstance too, you know, you grow up with expectations put on you of who you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to act. You carry it through your life, so you may not recognize, you know, that you, because the energy they're giving me, they're connecting it to, you know, even my experience of really kind of making myself pacified, really, when other people have demanded more from me, I've given more and they've given less back. There's this energy, it can kind of create a fog in your mind where it's very hard to see clearly, and so you just kind of keep doing the same old. But then you realize, I feel like this might be a connection to a reading that we did last week. They just gave me that feeling right now. I don't know. I don't remember my readings, but so it feels that this is a poignant time for you to get really clear and to really kind of sit back and look at the situations, make a list if you need to. If there's a certain person that is around you and when they leave, they make you feel a certain way afterward, this is a time to write things down and see it very clearly. This is totally about getting to the truth. the truth of everything and seeing it as it is, not as we want it to be, not as we hope it would be, but as it really truly is, right? No negative energy towards other people, but if we don't change ourselves and we don't set our boundaries up and we don't get very clear of what drains us and what lifts us up, then, you know, other people are not going to learn either, right? So this is really about getting very strong within you and standing up for what you expect here. Not about putting expectations on others, but what you feel for yourself. Your own best friend, be that here. They're giving me so much. This is kind of crazy. Okay, well, this just says it all. Thank you, Spirit. The color is azure. It's number 36, Sag. So we have two cards here that are all about threes, if you break it down. Card is about protecting yourself. So it's exactly the energy I've been picking up. It is about protecting yourself. I do feel a lot of you may have a lot of, what do people call this? Energy vampires? Yes, energy vampires. Sucking the life out of you. You know, whether they purposely are doing it or whether it's like almost unconsciously doing it. I think for some of you, you just have people around you that are takers. They don't realize that they're takers. They can see other people that take from you. They might even have your back on that, but they don't see that they take from you. So Spirit is coming through here saying this is the time for you, again, to protect yourself, protect your beautiful energy, and use that gorgeous, intelligent mind of yours to see clearly. No more bullshitting, no more telling any excuses, no more giving any excuses if you have. I mean, normally we do that as human beings. If there's someone in our life, whether it be our parent, a child, a sibling, even a boss, a coworker, a friend, sometimes we can be just so loving and so like we care about that person enough that we can make excuses for their behavior. And it feels like this is a time to not do that. This is a time to allow that beautiful clarity to come in and to see clearly. When you know what you're seeing and you know the direction you want to go in, the path is lit up for you. Okay, Sag, I gotta have another sip of water, so we're just gonna go for it. Okay, let's get into the Wisdom Oracle and see how this is going to line up. Okay, so Azure, which is, I think I'm saying it right. You know, I'm an artist. You think I know, but I paint. I'm not like an English teacher or whatever. Azure. Protect yourself. But look at the color. It's beautiful. And even that gorgeous sun shining through. It's of white color. Okay, Spirit, show me clearly for Sag. We got Yin on the bottom. It's number 2. So Sag, again, confirmation here that Spirit is saying it's time for you to be the one on the receiving end. And the Saggies I know, you guys give so much. I mean, you really, really do. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. You know you give a lot to others. And this is Spirit's way of saying it is time for you to receive. It is now time for you to be the one that's receiving. And if the situations and people in your life right now are not giving you any of it, perhaps it's time to close that chapter. Again, this isn't about walking away from anyone that matters to you. You get to use your own discernment. You have your own free will. But it is feeling that this is important time just so you can get the good stuff. I'm even feeling exhausted in this reading at this moment. We've got time to go next, 45. So a 9. You know, 9s are made up of 3, but 9s are also a completion, getting very close to the end. Time to go. This is what I'm saying. It is kind of like if you're here for me, if you've got my back and I've got your back, then it's good. But if I've got your back and you never have my back and you don't give a shit about my back, it is time for me to move, take my beautiful energy and move in a different direction to where people are going to be just as receptive as I am, where there's going to be much more of a balance. And we even have Unfinished Symphony next. And Sag, I'm taking the time to look at these messages because the energy my guides are giving me pretty strong. So we have Unfinished Symphony, that is 10, reduces down to 1, which is a Magician. You know, again, this is feeling like there's things that haven't been said. I just feel like you've gotten the short end of the stick and no one has asked, how is Sag doing? Sag, do you need anything from me? Is there anything I can do for you, Sag? There just seems to be this blasé energy coming through on the other person, the other people, the other situation. Again, this could be, there's many different scenarios it could be for each of you because we're all on different time paths. But unfinished symphony is saying that there's still something that has to be closed up. There's something that has to be finished. And again, Sag, I think it all begins with you. Okay? Yes, because look at, we have round and round next. So you see the synchronicity here. Round and round. Number 25, that is a 7. 7s for me are about contemplation, really weighing things up, right? So if you look at this, it feels like things have been going round and round. So again, if this is relating to you, you're going to be the person that's sitting here going, oh shoot, like there's going to be a gathering coming, a family gathering, a friendship gathering, a work gathering, whatever, coming up. And I know it's probably going to be the same way. And damn, I don't want to walk in there overextending and giving all my energy to these people. So it's time to change it, if this makes sense to you. It's time to make that decision of what's working and what isn't. Okay. All right, Spirit. Pretty strong message coming in. They're just drawing my eyes to where the sun is here and this flower where the light is coming out of it. And again, that card that we got, the lighten up, the white card, it feels standing up for you is not, first of all, Sag, know that that is not selfish. It is not selfish. You're not put on this earth to serve everyone else but not serve yourself, you know? You're here to also have your human experience and to, yes, love and help and be kind and all of that, but you deserve it back as well. So there's something about coming from the dark into the light. Some of you might have been going through a very long cycle of, you know, the deep night of the soul, the dark night of the soul, of really trying to get some clarity. But again, as I said, sometimes it can be very hard to get the clarity if you're around people that, or circumstances that you can't get away from. It can be very, you got to kind of take that step back to be able to kind of analyze what you're feeling and analyze how things truly are. Again, they're giving me this whole truth thing, seeing the truth. Okay, let's see what Spirit's going to have. All right, Spirit, show me clearly, please. Thank you so very much for guiding me in this reading for Sag, for those that this reading is meant for. What would you like them to know moving forward before we get into the tarot? Okay, this one. Yes, Yang. And once again, so you had Yin, now you have Yang. We have unfinished symphony. Now, isn't that interesting how these two cards are coming out? So Yang is 1. Yin was number 2. So yin and Yang, right? The masculine and the feminine. Together, they make a whole, right? Yeah. Because we have unfinished symphony, and yes, again, we have round and round on the bottom. I didn't shuffle very much, but everything is the way Spirit wants it to be. They are wanting you to take this action now. Yes, it is your time to receive, but again, there's action that has to happen first so you can clean it up first, right? When we have people and things and situations in our life that do not line up with us, that do not raise our vibrations or keep our vibrations at the level we are at, but they take our energy down and our vibration lower, what then happens is that we do not attract, or it's much harder to attract or manifest the right people in our life, the right situations in our life. Have you ever had that experience? There's one person in your life that you know is probably not great for you, but maybe you just care about them a lot, or you've got a history together, but you know that when you're with them, nothing really in your world goes very good. Kind of everything starts to sink. But when you have that break from that person, or that long break, whatever it is, things start to rise up because you're not having that heavy energy pull, that energy pull sucking your vessel dry. So here we have it, Yang, Spirit saying it is time for you to take the power in your own hands. For some of you, this is going to be speaking your truth, setting your boundaries, right? But taking the power here to close something out. Notice that this is number 10, which is a 1, and Yang is a 1. So again, I'm definitely getting that sense that some of you are really going to be seeing the number 1 repetitively, because it is really this energy coming through saying the time now is, the time for change is now, the time for change is now. So there's something that's got to be cleared up here so that you can start to feel lighter and enjoy your life more And also, as I said, anyone that you let go of that has been taking from you, that hasn't made the same extensions to you, and they just expect, when you get rid of that energy from your life, it does then allow this big opening of good things to come your way. Like-minded people, like-minded situations, manifestation comes much easier. Okay? So however that is, now again, I'm not saying cutting people out or any of that. You're going to know your situation, Sag. I don't. This is just the collective energy Spirit is giving me. But those that love you and those that you matter to will hear you, and they will then respect you and be there for you in the way that you're asking them to be, in the way that you've been for them. Those that have an issue with it, really, are they genuinely there for you, or are they just genuinely there because they know what Sag can do for them? Okay, so that's the energy I'm getting. All right, Spirit, let's get into the tarot. Let's go a little deeper here. Show me more of what you would like Sagittarius to know. Let's go Light Seers deck to open up with. Wow, 9 of Cups, beautiful energy. What was I just saying? When you get rid of the lower vibrational things, I'm going to just say things in your life, it truly does open up the world, so that it opens up your world so that you're manifesting what you are wanting, right? Wishes coming true here, Sag. Joyfulness, happiness, feeling free. Because we can feel very bogged down when there's so much expectation on, on us, but they're giving me also like the roles, right? So like, oh, okay, Spirit, this is gonna be a long one. All right, so, and I'm gonna just give you an example here, right? So let's say you're a mother, you're a father. I'm just using this as an example, okay? And maybe when there are celebrations or something, everyone expects you to hold it. You got to be the one that has it at your home. You're the one that supplies the food, whatever, exactly, Everyone just comes. Maybe they don't bring anything. Maybe they just assume that you're going to supply all the food, the drinks, the blood, you get what I'm saying. It's at this place where you're probably really burnt out. Like, why am I always the one that has to do it? I'm tired. How about someone do it for me? I feel like this is going to be the shift in your energy that will bring the shift around you. So 9 of Cups, your wish is coming true, followed by the 9 of Wands, Sag. Your determination, you have not given up. Wounded warrior is what this card used to be. So it is saying here that you've not quit. And again, maybe this is just conversations that you're actually having to have so that you can enlighten those that are around you that may have been draining from you. Again, not everyone is completely awake. Not everyone is aware. Some people get very busy in their life and they only see their world and they don't even assume they don't even consider anyone else's lives. That could be it too. But 2-9 showing up here, it's telling me that your determination to stand up for you and to put yourself first, you have every right to do that, and you're going to be rewarded with your wishes coming true. Again, I just feel lighter energy coming in. We do have the Devil next. That's Capricorn's energy. Again, what was I just talking about? This is representing that restrictive energy. It can be toxic, right? Depending on how far this has gone. For some of you, this is a major need for you to stand up for yourself and to protect yourself and put big old walls around you to keep yourself safe and healthy, right? Depends on how this is for you. But the Devil showing up here is definitely telling me that there's been takers, there's been users, there's been even abusers in whatever shape, form, and it is time for this to change. It's time for it to change. We've got the 10 of Wands next, so it's a lot of heavy burdens, a lot of responsibility I feel is on your shoulders, and it's time for you to be freed from that. Okay. All right, Spirit, show me clearly. Let's start for Sagittarius. For those that this reading is meant for, okay, those didn't come out. Yeah, there's just this really heavy energy in the way of like your energy being zapped, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, zapped, drained. They just keep giving this to me. But when you're able to stand up for yourself and you see things clearly, and again, this doesn't even if you don't want to speak about it, you can just shift your energy of, no, today doesn't work well. I can't have anyone over today. I'm putting myself first. I'm going to go do this. Those little shifts can change everything. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, see even where I stopped, 2 of Pentacles. This is that juggling, and I feel like for those of you that this is your reading, you have been doing this for a very long time. I'm talking not only years, I'm talking decades. Just want to see what's underneath here. Yeah, 8 of Cups. Walking away from what no longer serves you. This is too exhausting. And soul shrinking. Life sucking. I mean, you get the gist, right? Okay, Spirit, let's get into it. Thank you so much for showing me clearly here. What is the message for Sagittarius? And again, everyone on this planet has a right to have a fulfilled life and to receive with what you've given, you know. This isn't asking for a hell of a lot. This is saying, this is my life, and I want to be able to do and live my life the way that makes me feel good. And I don't need to stay connected to these rules and regulations and expectations. Okay. Show me clearly, please. Can we get some cards out on the table? For Sagittarius. Okay, Sag didn't fall, but yeah, the sun. Beautiful. It didn't fall, but I did feel, I will take this. So the sun, Leo's card. You know, again, this is that energy. Yeah, see, it is time. So the sun is really all about illumination. It is representing the illumination and seeing things very clearly and bright. Just think the sun, right? When you're outside, you can see very clearly. It's warm. It's comforting. It's loving. It's representing protection, but freedom. And that lighter energy, like getting things off your chest. For some of you, this is abundance, you know, all of that. But this doesn't feel like a money read at all. This feels like that energy of spirit coming through saying, we see what you've been going through. We know it's not easy on you. We know it takes a lot out of you. And this is our message to say it is time for you to put you first. And also the people that are in your life that do put you first, you know. This isn't about cutting the people close and nearest and dearest to your heart that are good to you. This is about, though, putting the full brakes on those that just come around Sag when they need something from Sag. That's what this is about. 6 of Cups on the bottom, for sure. This is telling me that it's really connected to something long ago. This can represent your family, etc. But it is a past. It's Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So this is a card that is about the past. Look, the little boy. I love how they illustrate it in this deck. Lights Here's deck, for those of you that like to know. You know, little boy, the little puppy, and look at the years that have gone by. Now the dog's full grown, the boy is now a man. Representing the connection to something from probably your childhood. I mean, if we think about it, most of us, I mean, I'm not a psychologist, so, you know, or any of that. But, you know, from my experience and experience of having people in my life, usually a lot of things that we grow up when we get to be adulthood, regardless of how old we are, whether you're 20 or 80, you can look back and you can kind of start, especially if you open your eyes and you're able to actually get that mental clarity, to see clearly. You can normally pinpoint it back to somewhere in your childhood. Oh, maybe I wasn't allowed to speak when I was young. You know, kids were meant to be seen but not heard. So I always, you know, kind of had a little bit of fear over top of me of like, oh, geez, you know, am I going to get in trouble if I get too loud, right? So then you grow up with that thinking, oh my goodness, now I can't allow myself to shine bright, because every time I'm shine bright, I get told I'm too bright and I need to just not be so big. So that's the energy I'm picking up here, is that it is this energy of freeing yourself from that limitation, freeing yourself from that stupid expectation and that stupid assumption that Sag is going to give, even though no one sees Sag. Gosh, I know that this is going to be for someone out there. So it is about letting yourself shine bright, Sag, not making yourself small, not just tolerating people's bullshit and egomaniac kind of energy just because, you know, maybe that's how you were taught. And you need to take that deeper, that whole lesson of like, oh, be small, be quiet, you know, your opinion doesn't mean anything. Were you ever made to feel small when you're a kid? I know sure as hell I did. And it has repercussions as we grow on, because we tend to then go, it can be like, you know, when you're younger, then you kind of are taught that, well, you know, people can treat me however they want to treat me, but as long as they're kind to me at a certain day, well, then I'll just keep myself small. This is a message about making yourself as big and bright as you are and shining clearly and illuminating yourself. something connected to your past that made you feel unworthy, that made you feel that maybe you weren't enough. So that's why you allow people to have all these expectations on you. Well, I am just saying, Sag, this is a time to change it. It is time to nurture yourself. We got the Empress card, Taurus's card. It is number 3. It is time to be nourishing yourself, taking good care of yourself, really loving you more. And, you know, this is that card of, she's the mother of the tarot. It is about taking great care of you. And if some cycle needs to change, let it change, right? If something is over and needs to be over, let it be over. You even have the Hermit next, another major arcana. So this is Virgo's card. You know, Virgo is very practical. They usually really kind of make their list, plan things out. The Hermit is also representing being okay on your own and just trusting you. No one knows you better than you, bottom line. So this is about you trusting yourself and allowing yourself to come out of the shadows of whatever this was put on you. Okay, let's continue. All right, what else would you like Sagittarius to know, please, Spirit? Okay, this one, they're not really falling out today. Interesting. Wow. Beautiful. I love it. We got the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Beautiful. Your energy, Sag. So Ace of Wands, there is a new beginning for you. When we think of Wands, Aries, Leo, but really this is your reading, so I'm reading it for you as this. This is a new start, Sag. How you do things in life, the actions you take. Wands are about doing. You have a brand new seed to plant and to nurture and to grow. And with that, you will find your magic again. You will really be just full of joy, creating what you want in your life and having fun with it. This is a light, magical energy coming through. It's a feminine side, but we all have feminine and masculine in us. So look at this. It's like Spirit's coming through saying, no more dimming your light. No more giving energy. Your energy is precious, you know. No more giving your energy to those that just don't really give a shit, you know. It's time to clean it up. It's time to clean this whole situation up, and start to make these new changes, because I promise you're going to feel so much better. We have the Eight of Pentacles even on the bottom. Spirit is saying it will take work. You know, it's going to take some work. It's never easy to completely have a new way of thinking, a new way of living, a new way of being, a new way of representing yourself. It's not always easy, right? But you will do it and you will be successful. We have the Page of Pentacles next. It's a new start. Pages are the beginners. So you see, Pentacles for me, which is our earth sign, Sag. Sorry, I'm very into this energy that they're giving me. I'm trying hard to remember to tell you the signs. So earth, it would be Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, right? This is about our money, the things we can taste, touch, feel, buy, you know. But it also, for me, on another level, as a channeler, Pentacles are about our self-worth, our self-esteem, how we feel about ourselves. So there's a new coin on the path here to start moving in the direction that is going to feel really good for you and bring you all the stability. Okay, we do have the Moon next. I don't feel like they want me to touch that, so we're not going to. I'm going to go into another deck. Yeah, okay, we'll go Spirit Animal. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, Sag, I mean, honestly, the Fool now. Major Arcana, first major arcana in the tarot. There is a whole beautiful, like I feel almost emotional, but like emotional, happy, and so like proud of you, if I can say that, of this is this turning page of, yeah, doing right by you, you know, doing right by you, and realizing that not everyone in this world is at the same level as you are. Not every person that you've encountered, whether that be romantically, family, outside of it, has the capability of giving or loving, accepting others as you do. No, that is not how it is. And so so it's kind of like, this is about you taking your beautiful energy and saying, I'm going to reserve this for those, first of all, me, but those that truly, truly, truly love and accept me for who I am, and they're not just wanting from me. Look, we have the Three of Swords next underneath the Fool. So, the Three of Swords is talking about the heartbreak, the letdown, the disappointment, even the betrayal on some level, right? The betrayal for sure of having your heart broken. But Spirit is coming through saying you have this new opportunity to do things differently moving forward and to really set in motion what you're going to call in and what you're not going to accept any longer. There's a saying, I'm not getting it, it's not from my guys, I can't remember it, but I'm just remembering it. Something like, those that mind don't matter. Don't quote me on this, because like I said, Spirit's not giving it to me right now. Those that mind don't matter, and those that matter don't mind. It's something like that. And that's what this is about. Those that really genuinely love you in your life, Sag, they're not going to just be there for you, be there when they need something from you. Do you know what I mean? They're going to be there for you through the thick of things. When you're having a hard time, they're going to be understanding, and they're going to want you to get back on your feet, and they're going to raise you up. Those that don't raise you up are the ones that, have a lot of work to do on their own level of energy here. Okay. Let's see if there's anything Spirit wants to give you out of my Spirit Animal deck. Is there anything else you have, Spirit, for Sagittarius? Again, Sag, this could be about romantic partners, that you've experienced. There could be something similar between them, the pattern, right? Again, though, patterns will change and only break when we are the ones that see it, develop that mental clarity, as that card was on the bottom that came out, right? Developing the mental clarity, seeing very clearly, and knowing what part you play in it, and taking your power and doing something about it. Okay. Knight of Wands, where I stopped here, which again is that energy of doing what is in alignment with you, and really not worrying yourself so much about what everyone else is thinking. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Spirit. Is there anything else you can show? Sag, did something flip? Okay. Nope. What else would you like Sagittarius to know? And the way you'll know, this may sound silly, but the way you're going to know that you're on the right path in your life, with the people in your life, with the situations that you're in, how do they make you feel? Does it make you feel good? Does it make you feel empowered? Does it make you feel light? Or does it drain you and make you question yourself and make you feel unworthy? That's how you're going to know where you are on the scales of whatever this is for you, right? So we have the 8 of coins once again where I stopped. So it's a process, right? It's a work in process. What? Work in progress. Thank you. But surely and steadily you will get there. All right, Spirit. Anything else do you have out of the animal deck for Sag? Anything else you would like them to know? I mean, there's not a lot of cards here, but a whole lot of energy. Geez, did something flip? No. Okay, weird. 10 of Swords on the bottom, Sag. So there is an ending coming, but it's been one that has been painful, okay? But it's coming to the end. This is almost done, and there is this new chapter opening up for you. Again, my love, it starts with you, and really, again, just doing what feels good for you. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. We have the Mother of Pentacles, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Second card in the deck, really, well, there's 3, but Mother of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles is that I'm going to do self-care. I am going to take care of me. I'm going to nurture myself. Self-care is not selfish. Self-care is necessary. And I feel for whoever's reading this is a strong message of not waiting anymore and doing it now. Again, that whole statement of those that love you will be there for you. Those that are in it those that are in your life only to win it, they're not the ones that you should be worried about. So again, Mother of Pentacles, A lot of love, a lot of nurturing, taking great care of yourself, self-care they keep giving me here. And it's important because that's where you're going to get your grounding. That's where you're going to get your complete safety, security within yourself. And you're going to be this beautifully quiet, assured soul moving forward. And you have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups on the bottom. So you've had this twice now. So Sag, this is a big card of really receiving what you hope for, what you've wished for, what you've wanted, what you've needed. It is coming towards you. It has not been easy, but this is a high reward for you getting to the place where you know your worth and you stand by that. We have the Hangman next, another major arcana again. This is all about your perception completely changing. Completely changing. Seeing everything differently. And I think that's exactly what has to happen here, because if we continue to see things the same way, like, oh my goodness, it's my, that's my children. Like I was using that example of mother, father. It's my children, even if they're grown adults. Oh, but that's my children. That's my responsibility to take care of them. And even if I can't pay my bills, but they're taking trips, but I'll be the one that supplies the food. You get what I'm saying here. It's time for you to put yourself first. And that's that change of perspective that's going to change everything. And then we have, once again, the Ten of Swords. So double confirmation that this is ending, and we have the Hermit. So we've had the Hermit show up twice. Getting that clarity, seeing really clear. Because Sag, if you don't take care of yourself and you don't reserve your energy for you and those that you love and that you know have your back equally, you're going to be drained, and you don't want that, right? So take that time and make it happen, because yes, the Lovers is next. I mean, how many we got? 1, 2, 3. The Lovers used to be called the choice card, right? So it is about a choice, and it's followed by your card, the Temperance. I love it when my guides give you your own card in a reading, because that doesn't happen all the time when I do other readings. So the Temperance card is showing up, saying you've put in a lot here. It's time for you to receive back, and wish fulfillment again. This is a wish fulfillment card for me, and it's followed by the Chariot. So really driving your chariot in the direction you want to go with the people that you want to be with you, and getting to that success, victory energy. Sag, I feel like that's where they're asking me to leave it. So I feel like that's where we're going to set the tarot down. Very strong, clear message for me of, just kind of doing some spiritual cleaning, some energetic cleaning. It's time. It truly is. And those that love you will still be there for you, and they will adjust. I really feel that's necessary to say. Okay, let's go treasures. Let's see what Spirit has out of the treasures card deck. Okay, bottom. Okay, we got creativity. Well, this is about creativity. This is all that fire, all that passion, all that actions and excitement. Let's see what it says. You are the creator of your universe. You can create, manifest anything. Do not limit what you think you can do. You can do anything. Without judgments, you can lovingly acknowledge what you create, which will open the flow for greater creations. Be open to new ideas. Let your artistic expression flow. Allow your inspiration to guide you to new heights. So again, it's just Spirit's way of reminding you, you're the creator of your world. What do you want in your picture? What do you want in that? Okay, thank you, Spirit. All right, can we get one final card? Just fell in my hand. We got 2, okay. Didn't even get to say it. Okay, Spirit, thank you. We have power and communication, and then we have vulnerability on the bottom. Let's start with the bottom. So vulnerability. I hope this reading has confirmed, if this is your reading, of course, Sag. Yeah, it's beautiful. It really is beautiful. And if no one's ever told you, no one said they're proud of you, well, I am. This takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of power. It takes a lot of courage is the word I want to say. But you're going to do it, and you're going to be you're going to feel freer, and you can create anything, Sag. Okay, so we have vulnerability on the bottom. Vulnerability is a strength and not a weakness. Do not fear it. To truly feel your aliveness, be aware of yourself, and yet allow your heart to be open. Be vulnerable to the joys of life and let them in. Do you need to feel vulnerable before you will allow support? Do not judge your feelings. So, Sag, it does take a vulnerability here as well as courage to do this, but at the same time, I mean, again, like it says, vulnerability is a strength. So speaking clearly, expressing how you're feeling, and again, just, those that matter to you, those that you matter to are going to be there for you. Okay, Sag, we got power next. You have control over your life. Know your power and your own worth. It is time to acknowledge all that you have created. Wow, a couple of words of creating here. Are you allowing others to overpower you? When times are difficult, think about what you can achieve, as you are never powerless. It is time to acknowledge your power and feel your empowerment in every word you speak and every action you take. Wow. Okay, and then finally we have communication. What are you saying or not saying? Are your communications clear? Not all communications are verbal. Now is the time to communicate your thoughts and feelings. Speak your mind clearly so as not to be misunderstood. Okay, so that is exactly what Spirit was saying here with the purple. Develop your mental clarity. It is about you seeing very clearly and speaking clearly to get your point across here, and then follow through with the action. Okay, Sag. Wow, that was a pretty interesting read. I hope this helped you in some way or confirmed to you that this is the message of you taking power back. All right, Saggy, I love you. I'm proud of you, and do what is going to be good for you here. Strong message of nurturing yourself and self-care coming through. Okay, Saggy, so with that, I send you big, big hugs. Kisses as always, baby. Stand up for who you are. Let the light shine in. Protect yourself from what doesn't fit in your world. And get ready to create magic and to have a really exciting, joyful time moving forward. All right? Okay, Sag, all of my love to you. We'll see you next time, I hope. Thank you again for being here. All right, Sag, take care.